Well, good morning, everybody. Yes, we're on the West Fork gardening today. Actually, just taking a trip through the garden, not necessarily see what's coming up, but to uncover things from the frost and the snow and the wind and the rain. Wednesday, we got this cold front that came through, and most of us, north and east and west of us, probably experienced it. And it started raining, then it turned to sleet, snow, wind, and frost in the last 2 nights. But what I'm going to show you is I was kind of forced to try a product called Frost Shield. I'll show it to you right here. I've taped it all together. Let's see if you can see it. Let me turn this around. Maybe that'll be better. Anyhow, this Frost Shield, there we go. I'm using it for the first time. The only reason I was forced to use it is because we were doing some work in the basement, and all of his artwork that usually you see behind me where my plants are, the seedlings are, they had to be moved and we needed to cover those. So he took my sheets and towels, except for a couple, which I borrowed again. So I thought, well, I need to find something. And so here we are. I've used this Frost Shield blanket and I tied it around the clematis. Then I used these nice little landscape pins to pin down the areas around the hostas. So what we're going to do this morning is we're going to uncover things and see if they survive. So we're up on the deck with my blueberry bush, which was in bloom, full bloom, and I scooted it against the wall, covered it with this tarp, and let's see, look at this. I'm so thrilled. All of these beautiful flower buds are not frosted. This is thrilling me because all of those will be delicious blueberries. Yay. So let's go through. My lilac I didn't cover, and it looks like it's a little weepy this morning, but I don't see black. So it got down to 29 this morning, and the wind died down last night. It was like 13 miles an hour and a 20-mile-an-hour gust, and so that was all good news. We're down here in the bed by the out area. This is a clematis covered with this wonderful green cloth. Everything is looking green and healthy. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's probably up to 40 degrees, so I'm really pleased. Now, I did run out of cloth, and so I had to get one blanket with holes, one sheet. This peony, I covered it because it had some buds. I thought it would survive even without, but I'm glad I covered it, and it will recover. The other one I didn't cover, and it looks a little droopy, no different than this, but I think it's because the wind finally stopped. So let's go down into the main garden and start uncovering. My biggest concern were the hostas, because they can go to mush if they get too icy, and I'm just really pleased with the cloth. Plus, I mean, the garden is beautiful. It is getting thicker and turning around nicely. Look at the phlox. Still gorgeous. And here is my Sarah Elizabeth clematis. It was planted last spring, and she has survived nicely. Makes me happy. Oh, look, there's a flower bud. Another reason to cover them, because they are so tender. I'm going to keep all of the green frost cover laying by which plant I put it on. I'm going to mark it because we'll probably have another frost, and I'll know where to put these pieces of cloth. It'll make it easier for covering. Here we go. Uncover another clematis. And I don't remember the name of this one, but you can see nice and green. And I thought the tulips would be really harmed, but they look beautiful. This is an allium right here that are coming up. But let's head over to the hosta bed, which was just so thick. Let's get this cover off. And these pins are really nice. Look at that. This is making me happy. Nothing has gone to mush. Nice and thick. It's, like I said, about 40 degrees now. And I have a stilbees back here. Yay. Which these two can be very susceptible to dying out. So I was able to use that cloth and get everything covered. And last year we had frost and snow into May. So this year I'm just elated. So I'm gonna get all of these uncovered and their names on them, where they go, for the next time. This is always a little more susceptible down here by the river, but on the West Fork sometimes you have this nice little microclimate. Oh, good. The first frost earlier, this one took a little hit, but everything is coming up. You can see how those ostrich ferns are coming up against the riverbank, which makes me happy. And look at this bed. This wonderful fern bed just makes everything look gorgeous. And the white violets. I'm so concerned about getting things uncovered that I'm not taking time to show you what is happening in the garden. And let me get you over here. I know I'm going fast, but you can see these beautiful on Jacob's ladder, or the Palmonium. It has really grown and is beautiful. This is a giant hosta back here that I had to put a tub over. Oh, it gets immense. I can't remember the name. And it gets a blue hue to it. So it's lovely, lovely, lovely. And I had to get some buckets out. These again are more hostas that have survived. Yippee. And those beautiful purple, they're Queen of Night tulips. And I thought for sure that they'd be laying down, and they aren't. The Daydream orange ones are about spent. But you can see everything. With all that wind and rain and snow, I thought for sure it'd be heavily damaged. This one little peony that I have covered with a towel is Shirley Temple. I had forgot about her the first night, and this is her first season. And look at this nice big bud. I'm excited. It should be a white, and I guess if it's Shirley Temple, probably a lot of lacy leaf or flower bud. But I would call it a success. And yes, I would definitely use this frost guard again. And I'll probably buy a little more so that I can not have to worry about using my my towels and sheets, and be able to just pre-cut and have things ready to go for the next time. But anyhow, that's the good news. Everything survived, makes us happy. I have this big clematis back here. Let me get it undone while you're down here with me. There it goes. This is a beautiful purple, and I can't think of its name too. If I think of it, I'll remind you. Oop. Anyhow, you can see how these ferns look with the white little violets. It's all lovely. Everything is looking spectacular. The next few weeks look to be nice and warm in the 70s, 80s. And so we'll be planting some pots, and I'll be probably going to nursery looking for annuals to put in some of my pots, as you will be too. But the good news is it's all a success, and it's necessary to take precaution. You know, when you spend so many hours trying to get your gardens going, it's important to take the time, spend a little bit of extra money. I spent $30 on that fabric shield, and Why I've waited so long, I don't know. But things happen when they're supposed to. Anyhow, thanks so much for watching Gardening on the West Fork. And I'll keep you posted. We'll do another walk through next week. And things should be, with those 80-degree temperatures, up and running so much better. Fuller and more bloom. So thanks for watching. Have fun today. Bye.